Alright guys, what's up man? Hope Mix Banter man, we're coming in here again, and look man, the season is almost upon us, different seasons, so we're going to try and break down every season. So we're now going to look mainly right now at the Bundesliga season, going forth, looking at the different teams, what we think are going to happen, blah blah. So first off, going in here, the first question I'm going to bring to you is that, do you see any team, or rather, what is the team most likely to dethrone Bayern Munich? So you look at Red Bull, you look at Dortmund, you look at Hoffenheim. For me, Berlin. Which team is most likely?
It's between, for me, Dortmund and Schalke.
And Schalke?
I think Schalke were very good last season. I know they lost Goretzka, they've lost Max Meyer.
Those are two big
players, but they've got some very good players there. They got Harit, who had a good first season. They got the boy from Tottenham, Banter, who was injured throughout most of last season, but he's been very good for Schalke since he's been there. They got Howarders back from Juventus.
Is this still relevant?
No, but he's an experienced defender, and they've got a very young team, so someone like that could be very, it's going to be useful.
So, but do you, like, over a 38 game, or is it 34?
34.
Yeah, so over a 34 game season, do you think they can outlast Bayern Munich?
I'm not saying they're going to beat Bayern Munich. I can't see anyone touching Bayern Munich, because that's just the way that the league's designed. You can see Bayern Munich took Goretzka from Schalke. They took Gnabry from Hoffenheim, so that's what they do.
But Gnabry has been, I think they signed him from before.
Yeah, they signed him from before, but they take the best players from their direct rivals. So the league is designed in that way for Bayern to always be successful. But it's who's going to push them the closest. So I think that will be Schalke have got a good chance. They signed Mark Uth from Hoffenheim as well. He had a great season last season. So I think they've got a very good setup, and Tedesco showed his worth last season. Very good young coach.
For me, I think that is, if there's any guy that's sort of impresses me, is the manager. I think he is their key man, because I think Tedesco and the Hoffenheim manager, I think those two guys. But I think that guy's actually near my age. So
I think Tedesco, what is he, 32, and Nagelsmann's like 30, 31. It's ridiculous. But I think Hoffenheim, just to briefly talk about them, their situation is really weird, because obviously Nagelsmann's agreed to take over Leipzig next season. So he's already got a contract with Leipzig that's going to start in the 2019-20 season, and he still has a year left to work at Hoffenheim. For me, that's insane.
No, that's stupid, because that shouldn't really be allowed. Like, I think I get it when it's for players, but when it's for managers and you're already thinking, it's almost like the Lopetegui thing. Which people like, okay, you've already agreed to do with Real Madrid, but that's not even as bad as this, because this is a team within the same league that you're in. So no, that's messed up. So before we get to obviously Dortmund and Bayern, let's look at Leverkusen right now, because I really like Leon Bailey. And I like Tar, and I like, is it Wendell? I like a lot of the teams there. So do you think Leverkusen can somehow sneak into top 4, top 3 and really do something if they keep Leon Bailey? Or rather, do you think Leon Bailey is pretty much out this summer?
I think they could keep Leon Bailey. I think there's a good chance. Again, it comes back to the transfer window closing earlier in England, so it gives the teams in Europe an advantage over the English teams. So you could really play hardball with these guys when it comes to the transfers. So I think they will keep him at least until January. I do like Leverkusen as well. They've got a very good young team. We've got Brandt, Havertz. Kai Havertz is a very good player. They've got a really good team.
Who's that striker they have?
They've got Volland.
Volland, there you go, that's the one.
Who scored quite a few goals. And they've got the Argentine Alario, who came in last year, January, and scored quite a few good goals. So Leverkusen are a strong side. For me, it's just Leverkusen have this thing about them where they'll give you one really good season, and then they'll be a little bit shaky. They have this inconsistency.
Because like the players are there, the quality is there, the unity is there, but I don't think it's the consistency that those guys are really missing.
But one thing they have improved on is their goalkeeper, because obviously Leno is now at Arsenal. Haradecki comes in from Frankfurt, I believe. Finnish international. He's a really good goalkeeper.
Wow,
really good goalkeeper.
So he's an upgrade on
Leno. For me, yes.
Okay, all right. So Red Bull, now they've lost Naby Keita. Massive loss. They still have a lot of nice, good young players around there. And Timo Werner didn't work for him at the World Cup. So do you think that with them still keeping Timo Werner, they can still do something, or is Naby Keita too big a void? Because I don't think they can fill that void of Naby Keita.
That's a massive loss for them. I think they've been overachieving for 2 years.
Oh yeah, easily
overachieving. I think this year is going to be very hard for them. Obviously they've lost Naby Keita, but they continue to play by their own principles. They're not going to bring in big names to replace anyone. They're going to find the next generation of young players. I think they have got a good squad in place. Bruma is a brilliant player. If they could get Augustin up front with Werner, if they could get him clicking, he had a decent first season.
Why? Because Bruma is Portuguese, isn't
yes,
it?
Yes.
Why wasn't he in the squad? That's crazy. Because that
guy
was one of the really good players.
A very experienced squad, shall we say. He didn't really bring in a lot, because Ruben Neves didn't go either.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few young players that didn't go for Portugal.
Madness, man, madness.
But I think Leipzig will be there or thereabouts around the top 6 or 7. I don't think they'll break into the Champions League this season.
Okay, let's look at Dortmund now. So, I'm trying to remember, there's a transfer that they're trying to go through. Do you know what the transfer is?
Well, there was big rumours about Zaha.
Yeah,
there was big rumours about Zaha. That one, I think that's dead in the water. No one's paying 70 million for Wilfried Zaha. They just loaned out Schürrle.
Yeah, and they lost that. Is it Ukrainian
Yarmolenko? That's not a loss. That's West Ham's loss.
But then that's okay. So there's no Aubameyang. I mean, attacking wise, what's there to fill the void of Aubameyang and
Maximilian Philip, who had a great season last season before he got injured. He's a very good player. They've obviously got Sancho, Royce, Götze now looks good in pre-season, looks fit. He's playing well pre-season. If he could get him playing well,
so Götze is still relevant.
Yes, yeah. If you could get him playing well, what is he? 25, 26?
What?
Götze is still young. He's not.
So basically, he was like 22 when he scored that World Cup winning goal.
Yeah, he's still a really young player.
So no, I mean, for me, I think that Christian Pulisic is I think that guy is quality. For me, America's greatest ever player, easily. So I think keeping him is definitely key, but I just think that I don't see a spine in Dortmund's team. I don't see a true stone. I don't see a really deep squad. So I think that when it comes to it, I still don't see them. I still see Bayern beating them twice, and I still see them getting beat by Hoffenheim, by Berlin. I just do not see this team saying, you know what, we can go on like a 10, 12.
I think because remember last season they were unbeaten. They won their first 8 games last season, so they have got it in there. I think the squad is stronger.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, with Aubameyang, yes, but also with a manager who wasn't very good.
Okay.
Peter Bosch. He wasn't very good. I think.
Actually, so this new guy is good, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name. It's the guy from
Favre.
Nice. Lucien Favre. Who's very experienced. Did well with Mönchengladbach in the past. But I think they got Weigl in central midfield, who's one of the better central midfielders in the Bundesliga. And I don't know why he didn't play more last season.
Yeah.
They got Sahin, who's still able to do well. Kagawa's still there.
Castro is still pretty
Castro's
good?
gone. Castro, I can't remember where he went, but he's gone. But they have got very good young
I think like if Weigl is given like, okay, you're our main central midfielder now, give us a season and entrust him to control the midfield for a season, I think that would be good for his confidence and see what he can do.
It'd be good for Dortmund because he's a very good player.
Excellent player.
One other thing I just want to point, they upgraded on the goalkeeper position as well. They got Marvin Hitz in, and Roman Berkey was never a number 1 for me. He was always he was never a clear number 1 goalkeeper.
The same thing with the Berkey is that he wasn't great, he was all right.
Yeah,
like give me Berkey over Laureus Brickius. Okay, give me. So he was Okay, let's look at the big boys now. So Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
What's your take on Lewandowski? So basically, Lewandowski, last season he was saying that people don't pass to me, I don't really get the support I want. Pretty much saying that I want to leave Bayern Munich. Pretty much trying to put himself out there for Real Madrid. Flopped against Real Madrid in the 2 games. Flopped at the World Cup. If you're Bayern's hierarchy, do you keep Lewandowski or do you sell Lewandowski and get Martial?
You see, for me, he still scored 40-odd goals last season. So it's not like he had a bad season. But he's made it clear he wants to leave. He made that clear. And I think at this stage, you keep him, his value is only going to decrease. So for me, if there is an actual suitor, because remember, there's probably not many people that actually want to take a chance, because he's 29, 29, 30. You know, he's
still talented. He's still very talented.
He's not a superstar that Real Madrid will want to bring in to replace Ronaldo. But if Bayern can get rid of him and bring in someone like Martial, Martial won't bang in 40 goals in a season. He's not that kind of striker. But you have players who can spread the goals around. You have, obviously, a lot of talent in that team. So for me, Bayern, if they did sell him, I don't think it would be the end of the world for Bayern Munich.
So, okay, then what's your take on Robben and Ribery signing
a 1-year extension?
Because for me, look, I will never.
They're still quality players, man.
You will never catch me ever insulting Robben. He's one of my heroes, one of my idols. I will never. He's one of my favorite players of all time. But taking my bias out of it, being objective, and it's really about the Champions League. The league is a wrap. Can you rely on a 34, 35-year-old who they're still playing quality, but against younger, fitter players? PSG, Juventus, these are guys have young players in their prime. Is it right for them to still rely on a 34, 35-year-old in key wide positions in the Champions League?
I think it all comes down to how Niko Kovac uses them, because they have got players who can step up, younger players, Coman, Gnabry. They've obviously got Rodriguez. They've got players who could play if these two aren't on it. But having their experience and their around these young players is valuable. So that extra year that Ribery gets with Coman or gets with Gnabry could be the difference between Coman and Gnabry being superstars in the next 5 years. Do you know what I mean? So keeping these players around the club is for me, it's a no-brainer. You have to keep them around. They still offer something on the pitch and also off the pitch.
And just briefly, Thiago,
don't sell him.
Okay.
You do not sell someone as good as Thiago. I know his injuries have kind of hampered him, but he's a class act. He's a class act. There's not many of those around.
Okay, give me top four.
Top four: Bayern,
Bundesliga.
Say Bayern, Dortmund, Schalke, and probably go for. See, I would have said Hoffenheim if it wasn't for the fact that Nagelsmann's leaving. I don't know how that's going to affect them, so I'm going to say Leverkusen in the fourth place.
And I'm going to go for Bayern. I'm going to go for, because of the Nagelsmann thing, I'm going to say Schalke.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dortmund, and then I'll say Hoffenheim. Cool. All right.